What's good, my Regal Kings and Queens? Welcome to Zed Regal Mindset. This is the place where the mindset, it always matters. Now, this is part 7 of a 10 video series about my personal transformational journey to becoming. Now, we're going to call this one, Who Am I? The golden question to self-discovery. Now, if you haven't asked yourself at some point that question, try it. Try it. I challenge you to try it and see what happens. Now, when I say who am I, you've got to take the normal things out, like the brother, the sister, the mom, the dad, the auntie, the uncle. You got to take out those stuff. And once you take that out, see, do you like the answer? And how can you become the best version of yourself? That's what that question allows you to do. It makes you go deep within and pull out. And a lot of people can get uncomfortable with that, you know what I mean, and end up being content with living as they were. Change is the only game in town that's going to allow us to become the best version of ourselves. You understand? My first creative expression tackling that question was my first album that I self-produced. I called it Who I Am. And everything on that, in that album, it was a multi-genre album, you know what I mean? Reggae, hip-hop, soulful, spoken word, all kinds of stuff. It touched on those subjects. When I listen to that album now, it's like, wow, that's who I was then, and I've progressed so much since then. You understand? So, and you can do that too. It's the key to self-mastery. You see me? And I had to do that as well because with the physical disability that I had, remember, my Harley Street doctor was telling me that I'm going to be in a wheelchair before the age of 40. You understand? So everything I did was compact into trying to learn and do and get to a place of independence and financial security so that should that happen, me being in a wheelchair, I'd be in a place where I can still live and not feel sorry for myself. You understand? I still had a purpose. I could still do stuff from this wheelchair. That was my aim. If you had that choice, if you had that calling on your life, wherever you are now, that in the next 10 years, you are going to be in a wheelchair just because of your condition, what would you do with your time? Think about it. Oh, wait. You know what I mean? What I did with my time is that I understood that life choices shape us. You understand? And the people around me knew this about my life because I would share it with them. I'd overshare at that time, to be fair. I've learnt boundaries now. But at that time, I'd overshare. You understand? And rather than these people who should have been supporting me, support me, I got the total opposite. Betrayal on every sense and every level. But you know what it taught me? Betrayal taught me psychology. It prepared me to overcome challenges where most would crumble. It helped me identify and remove all toxicity and toxic people from around me, and it helped bring peace, clarity of mind, and a space for authentic connections to be around me. Do you understand? So I give thanks for betrayal. You understand? How many times have you been betrayed and you've learned something from it? It's allowed you to put up your certain boundaries and respond and react in different ways to different people, knowing that's how they are towards you. It's a powerful thing. That's how you take the good out of bad situations. You understand? We can all do it. You see me? It also taught me that, it also taught me the envy, the sabotage, the emotional manipulations and abuse and verbal and spiritual attacks. I face them every day. That was me. That was my challenge. Obviously, half of them is unseen challenges people never know, that most people never know that you go through, except those that are sending it towards you. You know what I mean? But those things taught me life lessons in protection and self-defense, how to read and navigate through dark energies, you know what I mean, and situations. You understand? That is a powerful tool, because a lot of time we can be in areas and we don't know what's going on around us. We can't feel these energies because we're so closed off to it. You understand? So negative situations, toxic situations, you know what I mean, bad situations always have something good that we can take from it, learn from it, and grow from it. We just have to be open enough to see it and make the actions. You get me? Shadow work ain't easy. Shadow work isn't easy. The shadow work is the things that we do, the process to becoming the best version of ourselves. Going within, looking deep, removing the stuff that no longer serve us, and to become the best version of ourselves. That's what shadow work is. You get me? Asking them simple but hard questions to ourselves, like, and then answering them from a centered truth. You know what I mean? And acting on those answers for positive change with love. You understand? Despite any external opposition. It's not easy, but you can do it. You see me? You got to unlearn the hand-me-down patterns from, and behavior patterns and programs from the people them that surround us, the people them that are supposed to nurture us. You see me? We got to break that down. You know what I mean? We got to reprogram our subconscious mind for excellence, to be the people that we truly want to be. You see me? So my outro quote is, real transformation starts in the darkness. Just like a seed, you plant it, it starts in the ground. It's got to fight its way through the darkness before it even reaches see a little bit of light. That's how life is. That's how my life was. You understand? I've gone from to that seed, and now I feel like I'm the forest. You get me? I've gone through so much, I'm flourishing. You know what I mean? The fruit that my trees produce, they're not for me to eat. I've never seen a tree eat its own fruit. You get me? They're for others to consume. You see me? And that's part of my journey. And that is why the mindset always matters. It always matters. And that's the Regal Mindset. So stay locked in for the next one.